I just want you to know that the creation of this video was my 13th reason why. Hey channel, welcome back to my channel. I'm looking real different around here. I'm kind of serving 90s sexy, okay? You know, rich auntie, and I'm about to tell you how I got it. But let me tell you now, this was one of the most stressful experiences of my natural hair life, but it was totally worth it. Okay, so I got tape-ins and I did them myself. Like, who told me that was a good idea? But it turned out so cute. So in this video, I'm gonna take you on the journey with me of how I got from A to Z, and Z being this right here. All right, so I'm gonna talk you through the process now that I figured out what to do. But yeah, this is gonna be some drama. So anyway, let's start with the hair. This is some body wave hair. I got 22 inches, and I got it because I didn't want something silky straight. This is what it looked like right out of the pack, and this is what I use to wash and condition not only the extensions but my hair. I definitely recommend washing it before you put it in. So I washed and conditioned with that, and I'm gonna show you what the hair looked like out of the water. It felt amazing. Like seriously, this was some good hair. So I wanted to show y'all that. Now let's get into the installation. This is where we're starting, and it's just as split as the day is long, but honey, this is what I look like. So I'm going to start with sectioning out the hair around my perimeter so I can pull my hair up into a ponytail. You see me just parting it off, and then you're gonna see me use my comb just to see just how sheer it is, because I felt like if you could see the comb, you could see the tape. So I knew right around the edges, I mean, it wouldn't be no tape right there anyway, but as long as you can't see through the comb, I mean, as long as you can't see the comb through the hair, you're good to go. So I'm gonna pull out my perimeter and flat twist it out of the way, and this is what I end up looking like. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, I did this without a mirror, okay? Don't get to judging, just follow. And right now I'm gonna give you a brief synopsis of what it looked like in the back. Don't judge me, judge your mama. So there you go. Yeah, real fast on you. So let's get into installing it. So I'm pulling my hair up out the way, and child, I was laughing at my own self, but anyway, let's start installing this. I heated up my good old flat iron, and this is what I'm getting ready to do. This was my second time installing this. I was kind of able to work through the kinks, and I knew what to do. I'll tell you why it was the second time anyway, and that's why I said this is my 13th reason. So number one, as you're pulling out your hair and you do your part, you want to go ahead and flat iron it just to get the kinks out, because if you try to attach this tape into some curly hair, it don't get to sticking like it's supposed to stick. So I'm gonna go around, and for every area that I part, I kind of do it in like a smile type situation, like a little half moon, basically a U-shaped part around my hair, and then I spritz it with some hairspray, and I straighten my hair with the chasing method just to make sure it's really straight. And I'm only gonna do one pass because I'm gonna do a second pass once the tape in is applied. So just watch right here and you'll see I'm just going around and straightening my hair. So make sure you do that real good, honey, because listen, it'll save you some time. All right, so this is what the tape ends look like. It's basically just a weft with some tape at the top, and it comes in these little packages or whatever with a little paper at the top. So I'm gonna show you how I apply it. Now the thing that I learned, because again, this was my second time, is thin is best. If you put too much hair in between the tape ends, it's not gonna stick like it's supposed to stick. So right there, that's actually even too much hair. So I'm going to section out a smaller piece. Listen to me, the thinner the better. Don't go too thin, because if you don't put enough hair, you might end up causing breakage. But just make sure you use a small amount of hair, and I'm gonna show you how I do the tape in. So right here, I am pushing the hair out of the way so that I can have it kind of uniform and see the best I can see, considering I'm doing this myself. Now I'm telling you, it's best to do it professionally, but if you can do it at home, this is what you do. So you want to take the tape in and put it to your scalp, but you don't want to like put it on the skin. You want to get as close as possible without touching the skin, and then you want to add the hair to the tape in right there. So I'm just pushing it on there really good, but not touching it too much, because I don't want my fingers to make it less sticky. Then I'm going to take the top portion of the tape in, and I'm going to align it as best I can. Again, this is why a professional should do it, because they can see it. I'm just trying to use my finger. You know how you lose one sense and the other one pick up? So I'm using my sense of touch to try to figure it out. So once you get it perfectly aligned, you want to smush it together and just kind of sandwich it together. That wasn't even quite perfect, but again, I'm doing it myself. I'm doing the best I can. Anyway, once it's completely attached, I'm trying to do like this pull test, and I'll tell you why later. But once it's attached, you're going ahead and flat ironing it straight. So just keep on watching. It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it, but honey, it took me a while to get there. So I'm gonna show you one more time. Yeah, test it out. Make sure it's on there real good. So after it's completely applied and I see that it is flat, I'm going to go to the next one. But before I do that, I'm going to put some hair in between it, just because I don't want it to be stacked right on top of each other. So that's me adding some hair, and I'm not going to put a tape in on that portion. And then I'm pulling out the next section next to it, and I'm going to do another tape in. I promise you, it sounds like a lot, but it's actually really easy once you get the hang of it. Now again, I'm doing the best I can considering I cannot see. So I am putting the tape tape in underneath the hair that I want applied, and I press the hair into it, but I don't touch it too much because I don't want to lose the stickiness. Once it is applied, I'm gonna sandwich it in by making sure I align the top tape in on top, kind of like an Oreo, honey. Your real hair is a creamy feeling, all right? So go ahead and sandwich it together, push it down, and once it is sandwiched and applied, go ahead and straighten it. Honestly, it's really easy. It's hard to do when you can't see the back of your head. So considering this was my first time, I thought I did an all right job. But yeah, that's pretty much the process. And then once you completely fill up that row, section out another portion of hair and keep on going. Like seriously, this is actually really easy to do. Like super easy. I just couldn't see, child. So I'm gonna show you one more time. I'm gonna stop talking and catch my breath, and y'all can kind of just watch from here. All right, so once the tape in is again applied, you want to make sure you add some heat. Go ahead and do the chasing method, and that's gonna go ahead and straighten the hair. And honestly, like I said, it's super easy. It seems complicated, but once you get the process down, that's what it looked like. Now I'm gonna show you what it looked like. Now again, don't get to judging. I'm not a professional. I cannot see the back of my head, and I do not have a mirror. So I'm gonna show you. Baby, it looks a horrible mess, but it's effective. So anyway, this is what I'm saying. Go to the shop if you can, but if you can't, listen, you can make it work. So let me tell you what my process was now that you see what I did. Honey, this was my second time applying it. So the first time I did it, I washed and conditioned my hair, but then I used a heat protectant, right? Because of course you want to use a heat protectant. The heat protectant I used, it was the Ion brand, but it was a cream based heat protectant. Honey, that cream left so much residue on my hair that even though I was able to apply the tape in, once I started doing the flat ironing, honey, them things was falling like flies. That's why in this video you saw me doing like a pull test, because I was just making sure that thing was secure. I didn't do that the first time around. But yeah, make sure you use a heat protectant that's not gonna add oil and residue to your hair. The one I ended up using was Chi brand. It's called Heat Guard, and I was able to do this beautifully and easily with no buildup. But honey, that stressed me out. And then on top of that, because I was concerned about making sure I didn't use like too small of an amount that would cause breakage, I used too much in between the hair. So the tape ends was not sticking like I needed them to. It was really like it'll get on there, but as soon as you put any type of pressure or tension on it, the tape ends was falling right out. So once I figured out go small in the amount and making sure I didn't have anything like with residue on my hair, I was able to get it done. So you see me pulling right here, it ended up staying. So yeah, just make sure you use products that are aligned with having a straight hairstyle. Make sure it don't add too much oil and all this stuff to your hair, and make sure you don't put too much. Now, right here, this is where me showing you kind of where the tape in stopped. The part is intentionally crooked because my hair is thin right there. So I kind of just like went off center, but this is where the tape in stopped. I just kind of like parted and did tape ins all the way up. But what I found in again was because I could not see the back of my head, there was a lot of places in the back that was gappy. So I ended up going in the mirror, kind of looking, and then I saw, okay, yeah, I need to fill that in. So basically make sure that you go and give yourself a really good look, and if you see any areas that are thin, add the tape ins in. So overall, this is a very easy process. You just have to be careful because number one, if you put it in the wrong way, like when you sandwich the tape ins together, if it's not aligned, it can make it come out easier. Number two, if you don't put enough hair, you can cause breakage. Number three, if you put too much hair, it might not stick. So it's just finding that right amount and catching your rhythm. And once you figure it out, I promise you, this is a very easy thing to do. I'm 100% doing it again. But yeah, this was my process. It was a little stressful, honey, but I got it on together. So right here, you'll see me just filling in the gaps, and then we'll come back at the end of the video. And I did also go ahead and flat iron all the rest of my leave out, like around my perimeter where I said I was gonna put my ponytail and all of that. So you'll see me doing that. But yeah, this was the process of getting my tape ins, and it was easy once I got all the, once I worked the kinks out the process. So yeah, keep on watching, and I'll come back to you in a second. And this is the end result, baby. I went through hell and high water to get here, but I got it, and I'm serving. Y'all, I freaking love this, baby. You can't tell me. No, hold on, slow down, Faye, because you don't want the people to think you're ghetto. I adore this look. It looks amazing. I feel like I'm giving sugar baby. Okay, so about the look, I thought that I could rock a middle part, but although my hair is growing back, postpartum shedding did do a number on me, and so I did remove a couple of tapes and just went for a deep side part, and I'm just gonna rock out with that. Of course, you can always lift it up and do a ponytail, but again, I'm dealing with postpartum shedding, so my edges aren't the cutest. They're growing back, but they got some flourishing to do. But hold on, let me try it with y'all just to see what it's looking like. All right, hold on, yeah, let me try it. Okay, so I'll just lift this up. It's giving flat. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. All right, so I had to go check the mirror and see what this ponytail was looking like, and yeah, I got one tape visible. Yeah, I'm gonna tuck that in. Overall, you can see you can still put it up in a ponytail, but I actually am going to wear it down because again, I'm trying to keep that tension off my hairline just because of postpartum shedding. So hold, please. Okay, so final thoughts. Of course, this is my first time ever doing something like this, so there were challenges for me in the beginning, so much so that I was not going to do this video. But once I adjusted and I caught my rhythm, y'all, this was actually a lot of fun. Like seriously, 100%, I'm definitely doing it again. I actually I have more of these so that if I need to change it out or anything like that, or if I want to do a whole head, I bought some extras. I'm putting this back in. I really love these tape ends. I don't know what else to say, honey. I love them. Now I definitely say if you're going to do it, I suggest going to a stylist because there are difficulties in you doing it yourself because you really can't see the back of your head that well, or at least I couldn't. But if you're going to do it at home, let me be a testament that it's doable. About the hair itself, honey, YWigs came with that fire. Like seriously, I love the texture with it having some wave to it because my natural hair has curls to it. So me having something silky straight, that wouldn't work. I feel like this blends together really nicely. It felt amazing before I washed it. It felt great after I washed it. Like seriously, I have no complaints about these tape ends whatsoever. They are fire. So if you're looking to try tape ends for yourself or anything else that YWigs have to offer, make sure you click the link in the description box and check them out, y'all. These tape ends, I cannot express to y'all how much I'm feeling myself. And like seriously, the thickness of this hair. Oh, concerning the thickness of the hair, I had 3 bundles. I used 2.5. Some of those 2.5, it was a little bit of user error, so I messed up some of them. So I would definitely say you could probably get away with 2, but I definitely suggest getting 3, especially if you're doing it for yourself. You kind of want to have something to play with just in case you end up messing up like I did. Definitely needed the extra pieces. But overall, y'all, this is the hair. It is so amazing. I did leave some kink to it again because my natural hair curls up, so I wanted to make sure it has some type of blend, and I think that it went together really well. So with that being said, your favorite rich auntie is signing out. Make sure y'all check out YWigs. Link is in the description box. YWigs, thank you so much for this opportunity. Like seriously, I've been kind of bored with my hair, so y'all actually sending this to me, it really, like seriously, it really gave me something to look forward to. This was fun. It challenged me, it pushed me, but it gave me something to look forward to, and I'm so glad I did it. So thank y'all for even trusting me with this. I know with me being a natural hair content creator, some consider that to be a dying market. So the fact that y'all even reached out to me to do something like this, I really appreciate it. So shout out to YWigs, y'all the realest. All right, so with that being said, I love y'all. Maki Dada, I'm out this piece, and let me twirl around real quick. Don't judge me too hard. Y'all know I couldn't see the back of my head. Don't judge me. Okay, here I go. And I'm gonna add some extra pieces in the back, but it's 4 in the morning. I'm tired and yeah, I got to go. All right, I love y'all. Bye.